technical working group also added education of information and communications technology, which was, by the way, approved by the ICA. And this emphasizes the requirement that a digital nomad must be performing work or services for a foreign client or employer through information and communications technology. Number 3, Section 4, the PWG approved the main subject of the bill, which is the digital nomad visa. This visa is valid for a period of 12 months. For 1 year, renewable for another 12 months, subject to the requirements and conditions provided in the Act. Conditions or conditions are the central measure. Section 5 provides for the qualifications of the visa nomad. The qualifications are personal to the applicant. Must possess all these qualifications when applying for a digital nomad visa and must continue to possess in order for the digital nomad visa to remain valid. 5. Section 6 provides for the requirements. The requirements have to be submitted by the applicant. It requires the submission of the proof of employment, income, and health insurance coverage. It also requires proof of no criminal record in the applicant's home country. In a written undertaking subscribed under oath that the applicant will not engage in illegal employment in the Philippines and will not commit illegal activities or break any laws in the Philippines. Finally, it provides that all the requirements may be imposed but only through the implementing rules and regulations of the law. Number 6. Section 7 provides for the conditions for the continued stay of the foreigner under a digital nomad visa. It also mandates that the digital nomad should comply with the annual reporting requirement of the Bureau of Immigration. Section 7, or section number 7, Section 8 lays down the option for foreigners under a temporary visitor's visa or a tourist visa to apply for conversion to a digital nomad visa, provided that the foreigner must possess all of the qualifications and must submit all the requirements provided in the law. It also states that the foreigner who has successfully applied for a conversion to a digital nomad must comply with all of the conditions set forth in the law. Number 8. Section 9 grants a digital nomad the privilege to exit and re-enter the Philippines without the need to secure additional permits for the duration of the validity of the validity of the digital nomad visa. This is one of the benefits granted to digital nomads to entice them to come to the country and work remotely while enjoying our beautiful tourist destinations. Number 9. Section 10 also grants another incentive, which is to ensure that any income the digital nomad receives from their client or employer abroad will not be subject to tax in this country. Then, Section 11 provides for the cancellation of a digital nomad for any violation of this law and any other law in the country. Or I'm referring to the Philippines. Number 11. Section 12, which is the reciprocity provision, mandates the DFA to maintain, regularly update, and share with the Department of Tourism and the Bureau of Immigration the list of countries that grants Filipinos the same rights, benefits, and privileges provided in our digital nomad visa. And finally, Section 13, which is the digital nomad visa register, mandates that the Bureau of Immigration in coordination with the DFA, or the Department of Affairs, the ICP, and the DOP to maintain the digital nomad visa register for monitoring and compliance with the provisions of this law. So, Madam Chair,
Before we start the meeting, may I ask all the congressmen, because we are honored with the presence of our dear Secretary of Agriculture, who gave us a lot of time. So may I ask the congressman to please
enjoy the beautiful sights of the
enlist
Philippines
already if you
and
want
also
to ask
the
questions from the Honorable
hospitality
Secretary.
of Filipinos.
Kaya na,
This
pwede.
bill also provides ample safeguards for protection to ensure that only those who are qualified are allowed to enter the country using a digital nomad visa and to prevent unscrupulous individuals from taking advantage of the benefits provided in this measure for nefarious purposes. So, without further
Sabi ko sa'yo, dito muna eh. Iwanan ko pa yung cellphone ko sa baba.
Nauna pa kayo.
Pa-advise na lang po.
Sorry.
thank you, Madam Chair.
Sorry mga boss, naunahan pa kayo.
May I ask the Committee on Agriculture to please, kayo na po in charge sa pag-list ng mga mangkat. Total, Secretary naman ito. Secretary
with the substitute bill. But before we take action on the substitute bill,
So this meeting
I'd like
of
to ask if there are members who would like to ask.
the Quinta Committee or the Mura Pagkain Super Committee is hereby resumed.
If there's none, is there any resource person? Yes, Congressman.
Madam Chair, this is not
Okay, thank you. These are a list of documents requested by Quinta Congress December.
Ano kalaki internet?
Day.
Sa wifi.
Neda,
given by the
requested by Garin. Data on why prices of rice on retail are high despite lowering of landed cost. 2. Philippine Statistics Authority. Level of reliability of the upper lower limits from Representative Iwan. Number 3, from the Anti-Money Laundering Council, financial transaction records of top importers, Representative Swansea, assuming we can find a predicate crime. Philippine Competition Commission, graph on persistent cartel showing, among others, details as to who, how, and where price manipulation takes place in the supply chain from Representative Karim. Okay, galing mo ah. Department of Agriculture, but the Secretary is here, definition of importer, wholesaler, retailer, trader, Representative Karim. From Bureau of Plant Industry, sorted data of import volumes, party describes list of serial non-users of registered licenses for the last 5 years, Representative Kimbo. For the years 2020 to 2024, identities of importers who are recipients of the sanitary and phytosanitary permits from Representative Swansea, and list of top rice importers from 2019 to 2023 from Representative Patwan. This from the CBI. From the Bureau of Internal Revenue, correctness of filings and tax payments of top importers present in the hearing in December, and by Congressman Saceda for years 2020 to 24. Financial statements of all top importers of rice in the Philippines by Representative Swansea. This is to find the basis for a more inclusive conduct. And from the Bureau of Customs, the records pertaining to Manus Daily Enterprises from Representative Swansea.
Section 4.
Actual data on the arrivals with total volume from 2019 to 2024 are from Representative Inverga. From Bureau of Customs, definition of importer, wholesaler, retailer, trader, by Representative Karim, just in case Customs and the DA do not have the same definition. And the list of high price importers from 2019-2023 by Representative Paduano, but this is the same to the request of Congressman Swansea from the DPS.
I believe
And
this was already taken up in the Yes,
from private companies, KD Company, inventory records of warehouses dated in and out of rice for the last 2 years by Representative Kimbo. Identity of King-based importers and its profit records audited FS income tax return. I hope they voluntarily, because it's covered by the data privacy law, but if they do so, if they can come to this committee in clean hands, this is requested by the chairman of Congressman Paduano, Mr. Contempt himself, Soda Trade and Soda Enterprises from 2023 to 2024. Inventory records for their warehouses by Representative Timo. G4 Rice Mill Corporation records deportation from 2022 to 2024 or for 3 years by Representative the Chairperson of Agriculture and Food, Representative Inverga. Top importer list of retailers from Representative J.J. Schwab.
Upon arrival, which the DFA in principle does not oppose. It is within the purview of the Bureau of Immigration. But
And these are the show cause orders that were
foreigners coming in
released.
from abroad, of
Can
course,
you
they
read it?
apply for the
May I ask the concept to please read the show cause
coming in
orders?
from abroad.
Yes,
So we have already conveyed this in our position paper that the DFA
Can I just read it?
is supposed to be the one to issue digital nomad visas from abroad.
yeah.
And we submitted our position.
This committee will be very methodical so that
In fact,
we will
also
be
we
fair
were
to
asked
everyone.
by the Office of the President of the EMS to provide the procedures and the requirements, and I believe these came from us. The requirements and the procedures we have provided also. And the study, we conducted the study. So, thank you.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Madam Chair, yes, agreeable with what
Yes, to the concept.
Madam Chair. There is a more specific statement regarding the articles raised by the existing policy that proposed Madam Chair. That not meant to have it restated in this particular measure because of the existing provision. It should be issuing as this is being done at present. Yes, Madam Chair, I think that can be placed in the IRR once this bill is passed.
Anyway, your comment is the other from the Department of Tourism, do you have any comments?
Thank you, Madam Chair. Madam Chair, the Department of Tourism proposes no objection and we fully support the bill to be passed. We believe that the provisions stated on the draft
May
bill
compliance.
included
May I know if
positions,
speakers
and we believe that this
so that we
draft
can
will
withdraw the
be
show cause.
competitively enough
Are you here?
digital tourism
Please
within
take
our
your seat.
ASEAN neighbors.
So,
Thank you, Madam Chair.
given your presence, can you please go in front para everybody knows we're not excusing you immediately without. There's an empty chair. Do you have an SPA, special power of attorney, to represent G4, or are you G4? Okay, since he is G4, we are withdrawing the show cause order. Thank you very much. Para walang pending.
So now is there, the floor is now open for any motion.
So, and now may I ask the council to please recognize all members and resource persons thereof. Thank you.
Number 8165
Sir, good morning, Your Honor. Today we have, of course, Chair Joey Sardi Salceda, Chair Alfredo Martin Verga, Chair Ferdinand Giron, and
statement
Chair Luisa Loren Quaresma. We also have Rep. Romeo S. Momo, Rep. Bambi Emmanuel, Representative Reynante Argancia, Representative Joseph Stephen Caraps Paduano, Representative Horacio Pismancin Jr., Representative Robert Ace Barbers, Representative Steve Chongjan Salon, Representative Janet Berlin, Representative Ray Reyes, Representative Milagros Aquino Magsisay, Representative Arnan Panaligan, Representative and Vice Chair Tanar Briones, Representative Christopher Sonpia, Representative Salvador Plato, and Representative Christian Onaiba. We also have Representative Franz Castro of the minority, sir. For the resource persons, we have the Secretary himself, Secretary Francisco Chula Real Jr. of the Department of Agriculture with Yusek Asis Perez, Yusek Dioglasio Victor Dini Severiano, Asek Carlos Carat, Asek Genevieve Velicaria Guevara, and from the Bureau of Plant Industry, Director General Glenn Pamaniban. From the National Meat Inspection Service, Deputy Director Roberto Omali. From the Bureau of Animal Industry, we have Director Bisamian Sevilla. And from the Philippine Rice Research Institute, we have Dr. Chan De Leon. From NFA, Administrator Larry Lacson himself. So we have a lot from the PA family, sir. From the DTI, we have Director Cheryl Carbonell and Miss Rosita Haneco. From PSA, we have Miss Rachel Laxa. From the Department of Finance, we have Director Johnny La Rosa. From the BIR, we have Attorney Edgar Allen Reyes and Director Faith Parochiden Wanda. From the Bureau of Customs, we have Assistant Commissioner Vicente Philip Maronilla. From DSWD, we have Director Melvin David. From FNRI, Dr. Marie Lubas. From Department of Agrarian Reform, Yusek Lorena Nina Taburan. From MWSS, Admin Leonor Cleopas. From the Department of Justice, OIC Director Attorney Cesar Jose Francisco. From the Philippine Competition Commission, Director Christian Loren de Santos and Executive Director Kenneth Anante, PhD himself. From NBI, we have Head Agent Wilmar Louis de Ramos. From PNP, Police Colonel Pablito Asmuel Jr. From the Philippine Coast Guard, Lieutenant Commander Sami Sargento. From ULAP, we have Mr. Ren Intalan. From AMLA, we have Deputy Director Attorney Adrian Arcon. Also from AMLC, Deputy Director Attorney Erano Domale. From Malusog at Magalinong Batang Coalition, we have Mr. Lionel Tanangco. From World Food Program, we have Mr. Regis Chapman. Alianza Agricultura, Dr. Ernesto Ordonez. Federation of Free Farmers Cooperative, we have Mr. Raul Montemayor. From the Philippine Swine Industry Foundation, Dr. Arnold Pofronzona. From Meat Importers Traders Association, Mr. Jesus Chan. From Philippine Association of Broilers Integrators, Ms. Rita Palabiag. From United Broiler Raisers Association, Attorney Elias Jose Inshaw. For the rice importers, we have Attorney Eileen Chu of River Valley Distribution. And we have Ms. Corazon Barnuevo of Soda Trade Corporation and Mr. G.B. David of J4 Rice Mill Corporation. Your Honors, we also, for our members, we also have Representative Ana Victoria Veloso Tuazon, sir. Thank you.
Thank you very much. For our common enlightenment, or common edification, the committee would just allow 3 short presentations para we can contextualize why these hearings are very important. So may I call now on Lionel, who is advising the SWD with respect to Malusog at Matalinong Bata Coalition. Lionel, please.
Chairman, Mr. Chairman,
Yes.
just a point of clarification before we proceed with the presentation. Yesterday, this representation moved to issue a support order for Mr. Stewart Santiago. What's the status of that support order? Because yesterday he was represented by his lawyer, and we found out that Stewart Santiago owns 2 accredited importation.
Comsec.
It has been received by the LSP, sir.
Received by the NSP,
Yes, sir.
so no reply yet.
So we have to coordinate with the LSP if they were able to, sir.
But the lawyer of Mr. Stewart Santiago is present yesterday. Supposedly you deliver the shoppers order to the lawyer. Is the lawyer present today? Lawyer of Stewart Santiago? What is it?
Sir, I was informed po that that the representative and the lawyer went to the clinic with Miss Thelma Angeles. It was Miss Thelma Angeles, one of the research persons, was sick yesterday and she was confined. Sir.
The lawyer? What's the business of the lawyer?
They came to Manila together, sir, and they requested because the Miss Thelma Angeles was confined po. But
Well, I'm talking about, I'm talking about Stewart Santiago.
we are talking about Mr. Carl Benz
Meeting is resumed. We now proceed to the next item in the agenda. The committee secretary is directed to read the title of the
Yes,
measure.
no. Is he present today?
House Bill number 11043, an act
Yes,
providing
when
for
we
civil
were
enforcement
about to
during
serve
labor.
it, we left us.
Any unlawfully acquired
But we
real
are in
estate
contact
property
with
used by
them.
any
Okay,
national
what's the business
filed by
of
the
the
Honorable
lawyer
Senior Deputy
to
Speaker Aurelio Don
the
Gonzales,
address of person?
Deputy Speaker
Protocol
J.J. Suarez,
Universidad.
Representatives Robert E.
And-
Sparvers,
Is
Bienvenido
it lang, pwede
Abante,
lang ba na
Danton
umalis yung mga
Users
resources without
Perhaps Paduano,
without
Ron
being excused by
Johnny
the chairman of this committee?
Jervil
We
J.
actually asked
Bistro,
for a
Ramon
special
Rodrigo
power of
Gutierrez,
attorney.
Francisco
And
Paulo
we
Ortega,
tried to do so.
No,
Jefferson
but the
Jonathan
special power of
Flores,
attorney was
Ernesto
also submitted by that lawyer, but it was not a proper legal excuse
Vice Chair.
for the Stewart Santiago not to be present in our hearing. That will be a bad precedent, as I said, Mr. Chairman, that will be a bad precedent if we allow
Representation of the quad,
lawyers or counsel to
all the
represent
principal
their
authors
clients
of
without
House Bill number
valid
11043.
excuse. And Mr. Chairman, if that show order was
That
properly
this is one of the
communicated and
legislative
received by
measures
the responsible
resulted
person
from
or any of his
inquiry in
representatives,
aid of
without
legislation
Mr.
that
Chairman,
was
without any
conducted
reply to the
by the
question order, I
Joint
move the
Committee
issues of
on
Kena
Dangerous
or
Drugs,
Stewart Santiago, Mr. Chairman,
Human Rights,
unless
Public
communication
Order,
from the COMSEC
and
was not
Public
properly
Accounts.
delivered. And
Representation of all the principal
accepted
authors,
or
Madam Chair,
received.
please allow me to read the explanatory note which we are adopting as the sponsorship speech.
We serve
This
it
bill
with-
seeks to provide for civil forfeiture
Ministerial
in favor of the state
matters of them too.
any
So the
unlawfully acquired real estate properties by any foreign
By
national.
that time, they have
The
already
prohibition
left.
against land ownership by
So if we
aliens
could at least
is
do it
undoubted
today, so
and
we
is
could
primarily
use,
found in Article 12,
more substantial
Section
compliance
7 and
with
8 of the 1987 Constitution.
If you can just
It is very clear to all Filipino citizens na ang
allow
lupa
us
po
to
dito sa Pilipinas is
Okay, so,
exclusive
Mr.
for
Chairman,
Filipino
so,
citizens only.
give us today.
And for
This is
corporations,
order for
corporations must
Stewart
be
Santiago.
60% Filipino owned.
Yes,
However,
because they left 60.
Thousands of
Thank you,
aliens
Thank
have
you,
been flocking to the
Will you give me
Philippines
your
to
motion?
establish Philippine offshore gaming operators.
Linus,
This has
please,
turned
Senator
out to be
Thomas.
closely linked to criminal activities such as human trafficking and illegal
After
drugs.
that,
Upon
is Mr.
further
Reyes,
investigation on
the World
Bogus,
Food Program.
it was also
Then after
discovered
that,
that these aliens are effectively acquiring Filipino citizenship
World Food
by
Program,
securing falsified birth certificates,
Okay.
falsified passports, falsified driver's licenses, with the help, I lament, corrupt public officials in the local civil registrars, Department of Foreign Affairs,
Morning,
and the
Honorable
Land
Chairperson,
Transportation
members of the
Authority.
I'm
Using
member
these
of the
falsified
Coalition
public
Honorable
documents,
Employers
these
and
unscrupulous
Really once again to
aliens
the bike.
are able
Next
to
slide, please.
skirt
2 weeks ago, we
the
presented a case for the
constitutional
need for a diverse
prohibition
diet.
on
As an
foreign
example, we
land
showed that our
ownership.
people consume
In
the
other
food,
words,
clean, and
Madam
other
Chair,
nutritious
esteemed
foods necessary
colleagues
for brain and
and
body
resource
development, leading to the
makers,
prevalence of
marami
stunting
po
and their lifelong
foreign
irreversible
nationals
effects. The
at
ongoing
present
discussions on
time
rice are very
ang
important as it is our staple,
nagmamay-ari
and the
or
high prices of
nailipat
rice
sa
is most
kanilang
likely
mga
crowding
pangalan
out spending on
ang
nutritious
lupa
food.
ng
Today po,
ating
we'd like to
bansa,
contribute by
which are
sharing some policy
supposed to
insights
be
on what can be done for our
exclusive for
food types.
Filipino
What I
nationals
personally learned
as
from monitoring
provided
the
under the
committee's
Philippine
hearings is that
Constitution.
someone has to be
The
responsible for
continued
keeping food prices
violation
low and stable,
to the
and
provisions
also
of
that
our
solutions have to be
Constitution on
sustainable and market
alien land
oriented. We'd like
ownership
to offer some ideas for the
cannot
short,
be
medium, and long
allowed
term.
to
Next slide, please.
continue.
Over the short term,
More
we support the
so
following
that the
interventions
primary
championed by the
violators
President
belong
himself
to the
to help the
pogo
most vulnerable
industry,
populations
which has
afford
already
diverse food
been
amid high
banned from the
prices. The
Philippines
first is the
by
first but not
His
the least grant of the
Excellency
4 Ps announced by
President
the President in
Ferdinand
the start of
Marcos
this year.
Jr.
It's a targeted
This
grant for
measure
pregnant lactating
seeks to
women because they
implement
need more
such
food.
directive.
Second is the adjustment
In
of other
fact,
4 Ps grants
the
and the
issue of
indexation
illegal
of these grants to
pogos
inflation.
has already
Another
pushed
short-term
several
effort that can be
lawmakers
pursued
to
since
move
cumulative
for the
inflation has
immediate
diminished the purchasing
forfeiture
power of the grants
proceedings
by 19%
against said
from
foreign
2020, that's the
entities and
passage of the 4 Ps
individuals
law, up to
who
this year. So
exploit
4 Ps na lang po yung final
legal
na bilhin with the same grant
loopholes
amount.
in the
Finally, yung walang
acquisition
gutom
of
food stamp
Philippine
program po as presented by Ate
properties.
Calder of the GSW.
Moving forward, it
Next
is
slide,
then
please.
imperative
Over the medium
to
term,
never
we
let
propose a specific
such
shift toward a
activities to
nutrition-sensitive
continue in the
agriculture strategy,
Philippines. We
similar to
need
other
to put
countries
an
like Ethiopia.
end to this
Mr.
illegal
Chair, you mentioned po
activity
before Ethiopia,
of
they're
having
at a higher
this
stunting rate than
alien
ourselves at
acquiring the
37%,
Philippine land.
but they've actually managed to
Thus, by
reduce it already by 20 percentage
existing
points over the
policies
past 25
against
years.
foreign land.
Whereas tayo, 7 percentage points na po yung binaba. Anyways, nutrition-sensitive agriculture strategy does not mean for self-sufficiency or that we need to produce everything on our own. And beyond home and community gardens or livestock poultry raising, we propose a systematic, nutrition-first, market-oriented, national and local approach to agriculture policy, planning, budgeting, and government support. We propose po, number one, beginning with the components of a healthy diet, such as po yung Pinggang Pinoy po. Next slide. The DOST FNRI produced the Pinggang Pinoy, which is a very practical guide to what a person ought to consume as a healthy diet. They have recommendations and options by age, and culturally sensitive as well. Flash on the screen is, for example, the guidance for pregnant and lactating women. And the recommendation po is for our agriculture planning to center on the needs of the people first. Next slide po. Second, monitor the price and availability data of these components, so iba-iba pong sangkap, at the national, province, and if even possible, municipal level, with the objective of understanding what drives high prices. A lot of thinking has been focused on drivers of prices on the national scale, but there's a lot that can also be done on the sub-national level. The PSA's price monitoring data is a